Hey warriors, welcome to On the Mat and take the weight of the world off your shoulders yoga practice today. So thank you for joining me, and special hempalicious goddess Bronwyn Lyman is joining us as well. So Bronwyn is here to offer her sparkle and another way to show you another alignment. And this practice was also inspired because Bronwyn is nurturing and nursing a shoulder injury. So we're going to be kind and gentle to ourselves here, but also, building up some strength, flexibility, and peacefulness, mind, body, spirit, so you can shine your brightest. Before we get started, and you gather your props, blankets, pillows, blocks, bricks, a chair, a strap, lots of props today. Potentially, Bronwyn has her CBD oil that she's going to help reduce some inflammation and take the edge off if needed as well. So if you have your favorite tincture, get it ready and dispense. If not, contact Bronwyn at the Hemp Hippo Cafe and she'll help you choose something suitable for yourself. That was a lot to say. I need a breath. Inhale, exhale, sigh it out. So with all those props that you have hopefully nearby, if you want to sit and snuggle in on a blanket, go ahead and do that. Or your bricks, give yourself a little elevation, especially if your hips are a little tight, just gives you a way to elongate and grow a little taller in the spine without working so hard. So another breath, inhale and exhale. And then this time inhale through the nose, exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. So this helps release some tension. Initially, just let it go. One more. Next time, inhale your ears up to your shoulders and exhale, sigh it out. Let's take those up, down, and around again. And just start to snuggle in. Let the breath return to a natural rhythmic pace. Allow your eyes to close if they're not already closed. In and out through the nostrils. And just take a few breaths to observe. Observe any sensations, sights, sounds, smells, thoughts, anything in your experience. And just allow it to be whatever's there. Accept it. Welcome it. Love it. And then if it's not particularly what you want to be experiencing, just start to soften. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, release a little bit of tension somewhere, anywhere. Release a thought. Beautiful. And they're going to plant an intention for your practice. So, what is your purpose? Why are you here? And my suggestion of an affirmation would be, I am effortlessly flowing through life. I effortlessly flow through life. Beautiful. One more. I am effortlessly flowing through life. Beautiful. And then just come back to this affirmation and remind yourself of who you are already. Anytime the chatter starts to happen. So one more breath just to set that in. Beautiful. And you can keep your eyes closed or allow them to flutter open and adjust, maybe straighten your legs out a little bit, curl, rotate your ankles, get some life back in those legs. You can even, I kind of like to pound, get some blood flowing. And then we're going to cross the other way. And even if you didn't note which way. This way's probably a little more uncomfortable than the other way. We tend to go to the side that's more comfortable. So before we start moving, I just want to remind you again to move in your own way. We're taking extra specially care of the shoulders today, but it is going to be a full body practice on the more gentle side, but move the way you need to move. So you're going to inhale those shoulders up, back and around. Up, back and around. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing together as you come back. And use the breath, beautiful, to move the body. So you want to be very mindful how this is working for you or not working for you. Switch it up. We're going to switch back, up and around. Beautiful. Back, up and around. And one more. Back, up and around. Come back to center, and this time take your palms together. You can press each fingertip. And then inhale your arms up. And whatever up is to you, it doesn't have to go all the way up. They can go out to the front a little bit if your shoulder's bothering you. And then take it out. You can rotate your wrist. Clear some space. Take it up again. Again, whatever up is for you. And rotate. And one more. So clear that space, make some room. And let's throw in a little neck roll here. Chin to chest. As you exhale, right ear to right shoulder. And careful as you come back around, you don't want to go back too far. Stay elongated. Don't pinch those vertebrae. As you exhale again, left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest, back around. This is on your breath, your count. So if you want to linger somewhere, go ahead and linger. If you feel like reversing the direction, go ahead and follow that guidance to reverse. There's no way to do this, wrong, other than if it hurts you or if it doesn't feel right to you. So one more rotation wherever you're going, whichever direction, and then back to center. So you're going to come up off the mat, and so I'm going to offer you a couple options here. So we'll do a thread the needle, either on hands and knees. So if your shoulder is bothering you, I'm going to back up so you can see Bronwyn. You can scooch back, yeah. So bricks are helpful to elevate and take some pressure off your shoulders, and also don't be lined up directly over your wrist. Scoot back a little bit. And another option is a chair. So you can see how this feels. So you can be here. And we're going to start threading the needle and inhale the right arm up and then underneath reach. Okay, and I'm going to show you, you can stay there for a few breaths. I'm going to show you on the bricks. So inhale that right arm up, and then exhale, just reach through. How's that feeling? Inhale it up, exhale through. Inhale it up, exhale through. So I like to do resist and release moves, and you're also pressing into that supporting hand, fingers spread wide. Beautiful. And Bronwyn's actually trying things out as we go here too. So if you're hating it, loving it, this is your practice too. So if it's working up there, you stay up there. If you want to come down and try on. Okay. So a little advice too, if you are injured on one side, just be careful not to overcompensate on the side that's stronger. So then you throw off, other things. So be strong in your hands, fingers spread wide, fingertips gripping. Even if you're on bricks, my hands are very big, so I put my pinky and my thumb on the sides of the brick and reach in there. So you're going to inhale that left arm up now. Bend your elbow and reach through. Inhale it up, use some pressure or from the earth. So you're going to press yourself up and just be careful that you're not too far away so you have some stability. Beautiful. Bend that arm, press into the... So you want to bend your supporting arm a little bit as you thread. Beautiful. And we'll do one more. And just reach back to center. So give that a little break, squeeze the wrist out. You can even open, take the hands back on your hips or your lower back and squeeze the shoulder blades together and squeeze. So we'll do one more round of that. We can go a little deeper. You can see how it is, or you can continue just the way we just did. So you're going to inhale that right arm up and then exhale. And this time, if it does feel good, the shoulder can come down and rest either on the blanket or on the floor. So if the earth's a little too far away, you put a blanket under. Yeah. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. Yeah. Beautiful. And just relax where you can relax. We're not going to take this any further today. Breathe. And when you're ready to come out of this, take another breath and then press into that left palm, draw up on your belly. Beautiful. And then open up one more time. Okay, so very mindfully, I'm going to move the blanket over, realign. Okay. And then the other arm left and take it through. Again, you can stay here or snuggle in and just let yourself release as much as you can release. Notice if you're pressing into the earth with that left shoulder. Notice if you're gripping anywhere else needlessly. One more breath. And then press yourself back up. Open it up again. And then come back and let's release that. So you can clasp your hands together as well, or keep them on your lower back. So it depends on what feels good to you. Shoulders up, back and around, and squeeze those shoulders together. Give yourself a hug and shake it out. So we're going to move up. So depending again on your shoulder health, I think we're going to skip the down dog, but take it up onto a chair. So I'm going to move my chair here. So you can certainly do a down dog, traditional style, but once you take your shoulders and make sure they're in a neutral place. So press back a little bit, activate the anterior serratus muscles that are along the sides here, so you can feel a little squeeze. And then just gently drop your heart toward the earth. So you can get a little bit of hamstring action here. You can pedal. And you don't want to dip down ever, really. All those Instagram pictures and down dog with the shoulders going at that weird angle. That's too much on anybody's shoulders, whether you can do it or not. So keep those shoulders in their sockets. And breathe here. You come up on the balls of your feet. Beautiful. So bend into your legs. Take your booty back a little bit more. So you're going to shift your weight back so you can press down to draw yourself up. So you want to come up here. That'll put a lot of stress on your back. So you're going to draw yourself back and come up supported. Inhale all the way up and prayer down. So I'm going to move my chair so it's not in the way. I'm just going to come to a mountain. I'm just going to face you so you can see. And mountain, I like to just kind of do a little march and let your feet land wherever they land. And that's your alignment. So we're all about personal alignment, not put your feet parallel or at a 40-degree angle or anything like that. Inhale and just pause here for a breath or two and come back to that affirmation. I am effortlessly flowing through life. One more breath here. Beautiful. Now I'm going to come to the side now. So I'm going to take an imaginary seat. We're not really going to use it here. So booty's going to come back, knees slide back, and come from prayer down, arms to the side. Kind of like you're running. So we're going to do individual arm pump in a chair. So it's going to be gentle-ish, but we're still going to work. Press firmly into your feet, especially into your heels. Big toe mound, pinky toe mound, kind of lubricating the shoulders as we go here. Come back up. And again, if up is a little bit of an angle, perfect. And back to mountain. Take your chair again. And so I don't know what this is, a running chair. So breathe while you do this. If you find it's hurting your knees at all, slide back, maybe stand up a little bit more. So you don't want your knees to go past your toes. Breathe. Squeeze, hug, and lift on that pelvic floor. Help engage your core. Take it up again. This time, shake it out. Okay. And I'm going to take my chair back. So I'm going to do a pendulum swing while we're here. So you can take your left palm on the chair and just and again, make sure you're not directly over your wrist. If that bothers you, you can back off a little bend in your arm. You don't have to put a whole lot of weight. You just want that right arm to dangle. And we're going to go up and back. Breathe it up and back. You can even breathe in that affirmation. I effortlessly flow through life. I don't effortlessly flow through that affirmation, though. That's my goal by the end of this practice, to be able to say that. So let's circle one direction, circle the other direction. So this is a great way to kind of get that shoulder joint lubricated and moving and supple. So if you didn't go side to side yet, kind of work that in as well. Beautiful. And since we're being mindful here, kind of let that arm come to a stop. Come shift your weight back over your center of gravity and take it up again. So whatever you need to do to shake that out or, okay. So now we're going to do the other side. I don't want to block. I'm going to pretend to do the other side. Okay. So the right hand is on the chair, left hand is dangling. So front to back, front to back. You can close your eyes and do this. Anytime you close your eyes, it just takes you a little more inside, internal guidance gets heightened, and then you go back and forth. And other senses become heightened as well. Circle when you're ready. And you can play with the circumference of the circles. A little bigger, a little smaller. Spiraling. Figure eights would be fun too. You know, and this is part of the process. Sometimes as you're doing something, you're like, oh wow, this feels really good. I'm going to move this way because my body's saying to do this. You know, pay attention to those cues. And back to center. When you are ready, feel free to linger at any time. We're going to take that booty back again. Take yourself up. Whew. And this concludes our chair portion. So, back to the top of your mat and back to a mountain. And just pause here. Again, the pauses are just as important as the movement. Feel rooted and grounded through your feet, big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and heel, all being supported by the earth. And as you lift up on your arch, just feel all the way up the midline of your legs. Squeeze, hug, and lift from that pelvic floor. Grow a little taller through the spine. And extend through the crown. So you are effortlessly flowing. One more breath here. Then bring your hands to prayer. I'm just going to step back with the left foot. So keeping it in line with your hip. So you want to pretend you're on railroad tracks and they're as wide as your hips are. Okay. Take that back heel and just let it plant down, whatever's comfortable. So you want to make sure your toes are following your own knee. And you'll know because you'll feel it in your knee if they're not. Okay. Even on the front, toes are in line with your knee. So when you planted that foot down, your hips are going to naturally go to the side a little bit. Let them. Spiral your chest toward the front of your mat. So we're giving you a little variation, a more user-friendly alignment for a warrior one. Because typically it's like yank your hips forward, let your hips angle. Okay, chest comes forward. And we're going to take the arms, bend into the legs, and arms come to the front, and then open. So you're going to hug and extend. Here's a whole lot of open, and then cross the other way. Open. Yeah. So we're getting the heart, the chest, the back body, and then again, be mindful about how you're bending. If you're going past, that really hurt when I did that to show you, so don't go past. Your toes. Beautiful. So you can pause. Open that heart, ground down, root down, squeeze, hug, and lift that core so you're supported from the core. And from here, give yourself a hug. Beautiful. Open it one more time and hug the other way. Okay, awesome. Step forward. Let's sneak in a little bit of work there. So step it out if you need to, realign in your mountain, take a breath, and then step back with the right foot. Again, you're on your railroad track in line with your hips. Again, sometimes you want to line your feet up, and that's really hard to balance, and it twerks your hips in, and it's all kinds of, wreaks all kinds of havoc. So let the back foot go down naturally where it wants to. And then we're going to bend, extend. So pressing strongly into that back foot especially, but both feet. Almost equally. So switching the cross of the arms each time. And then when you're ready, we're going to pause and hold this strong, beautiful warrior. And resist that urge to dump out in the lower back. So you're going to use that squeeze, hug, and lift of the core to support. Beautiful. So smile, because that helps too. And then give yourself a hug. And open. And hug the other way. And open. Beautiful. And let's step up. Shake it out if you need to. We're going to take it down. So however you want to get there, if you want to just roll down and scoot onto your tush, move this out of the way. And I like a little rock and roll here when we come down from standing poses. You can clasp between or under your legs, around your hamstrings, or on your shins. And then when you're ready, just let your whole spine come down and pause. I am effortlessly flowing through life. Hey, I said that better. From here, you're going to take your arms and extend them up. And then reach. So you can make a fist. And just reach up with a straight arm, and we're going to alternate. Kind of like you're punching the ceiling. And down. So squeeze that and down. Squeeze. So you're just lifting from the shoulder blade and extending without taking your entire body off, just your shoulders coming up. So you're reaching and twisting. So next time you come to the right, let's hold for a breath or two. And down. Let's do that on the left. Squeeze. But breathe while you're holding. Energize wherever it feels right. Back off wherever you don't need to use. Beautiful. Now both. And release. So if you have your strap close by, we're just going to do one little movement here. And just hold it a little bit wider than shoulders. Your legs can be bent if that's comfortable. I'm going to double up here. And you're just going to lift and extend over. So if that works, you can go all the way down to the floor and bring it. And if it doesn't work all the way to the floor, please stop just at the beginning of where the discomfort starts. You can also pull a little bit on the strap, just create a little isometric action there. So inhale and exhale. Exhale it down. You always want to keep your breath involved. Keeps you here, keeps you focused. So we'll do one more. If you want to pause overhead, you can do that. And then bring it back to center and release. So I think another hug is warranted. So however you want to do that, if you want to come up and give yourself a hug and then open. So you're going to take the fingers facing away from you and just draw those shoulder blades together and open up that heart. And release. So open and release. And let's do a little spinal twist here. So I'm going to face you. You can extend both legs out in front. Sit on that blanket if it's better for you. Take the right leg, bend up and over the left. Take that left arm and just place it on top of your knee. Your right arm's going to go behind. And if you straighten your arm out, you'll give yourself a little assist up. So you're going to press down through your elbow, reach up through your crown. Inhale, length. Exhale, spiral your chest toward the right. Head can look over the right shoulder. So use your breath. Inhale, grow a little longer. Exhale, twist a little more. But you don't want to be grabbing and tugging, and especially not twisting from the lower spine. So from the thoracic vertebrae up. So from the sternum up. Those lumbar don't like to twist. One more breath. And release that. And come around to the other side. Just give yourself a little counter love. Although I do like a little hug to get the hip involved, but not for the spinal twist. It's too much on, you tend to grab and tug on your lower spine too much there. So if you want to start out on this side with a little hug, you can do that. But then when you're ready to twist, extend the right arm up, take it down on top of your knee, and left arm's going to go behind. So inhale, length. You want to make lengthen your spine before you twist. Exhale, and that squeeze, hug, and lift applies here too. Press the breath out. Inhale. You don't want to twist a crunchy spine. One more. And then release that or linger. You have that option. So come to the other side. And you get to lie down now. So we're going to leave you with a relaxation. So get comfy. You can take a blanket under your knees. You can leave your knees bent. And just take a few minutes just to be. Breathe. Get yourself as symmetrical and as comfortable as possible. And be with your breath and your affirmation. I am effortlessly flowing through life. I am effortlessly flowing through life. And as we continue to breathe, I just want to thank Bronwyn Lyman once again for adding her hempalicious sparkle to On the Mat. And do reach out to her. The Hemp Hippo Cafe for more CBD fun. And thank you again for joining me on the mat. I'll see you next time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Om Namo Kali